Do you agree with me, Will? I think that, okay, let me scroll back up. But the armor abilities to pickups, yes, 100%, and that's how I liked, that's why what I like about Halo Infinite, because it combines Halo Reach's style back into Halo 3's, and then because they're combining the like Halo Reach level of armor abilities, you know, and they're tying them back into Halo 3's style of pickups, right? And usable, like one-use items or 2 or 3 use items. They brought it up from one-use items from Halo 3 into multi-use items because Halo Reach had infinite use items. And then so they bridged that gap to create Halo Infinite's system, completely throwing out Halo 4 and Halo 5 system, which is great. And then they use some of the abilities and powers that they invented for Halo 4 and Halo 5, like Thruster, but Thruster is just the dodge roll from Halo Reach, reflavored. It does the exact same thing, effectively. And then, you know, by doing that, they basically made it to where, yeah, it's just like, in general, they created, I think, the best of both worlds between Halo Reach and Halo 3 in Halo Infinite with these abilities. And then, but to your point, Stengel, you're saying that that sprint 20, yes, aim down sights I hate. First off, aim down sights is not a thing. That is not a feature. Before aim down sights existed, it was called zoom. It's already a thing. Just because you have to hold down the button, it's called hold to zoom, not aim down sights. But people are stupid, and they went with this. Call of Duty created a marketing strategy of calling it aim down sights so they could claim that no other game did it, and no other game had it, and you got tricked. It is not called aim down sights, it is hold to zoom. And then there's toggle zoom, which is what Halo had, and most games did before Call of Duty. And then of course they mapped it to the left trigger because they didn't want to use their buttons for something more useful. Let's see, guns up always, let's see, like sprint should be speed boost with slide, okay, hold on. Sprint should be speed boost with slide. Guns up always, read was the best Halo. You level up to level 10, cool. Halo Infinite microtransactions still has slide from Halo 5. This game plays closer to Halo 5 and not anywhere near Halo 3. Oh, bullshit. No, it doesn't play more like Halo 5 in the slightest. Oh, I am ready. Did you invite me? Or did you want me to hop in myself? I can just, because either way. But yeah. Did you want to invite me to your guns up always ready? Oh, almost ready. Okay, now I understand. Yes, I'm gonna hop into your map real quick. And I'll do it in Forge so I can just hop into it. No, it does not play more like Halo 5. Not anywhere near to Halo 3. I don't think so at all. Hovering in midair is gone. Hovering in midair, thruster all the time was insane. And literally, you go into a map that doesn't have thruster on it, and it will not play like Halo 5 at all, practically. Power sliding is ducking with a bit of a speed boost at the beginning. It's crouch walking like from Halo 1, except you get to go at your normal movement speed for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds at the beginning. That's it. It's just a transition between normal movement speed and crouching. It was put into other first-person shooters first, but that is far from the thing that makes it like Call of Duty. It's nothing like that. But yeah. And yeah. So I don't know. Let's see. Guns up always ready. Boohoo microtransactions and oh no. Anyway, Aaron said the fact is there's no. That's a crutch. No. What? Oh, I'll say something with clamor. Oh, okay. Clamor is a crutch. I understand what you're saying. So clamor is not necessary. Crouch jumping is better, but clamor. Let's see. Hold on. I'm getting lost in this thing. What you guys are saying. Let me read this real quick and make sure I'm up to date. This game plays super close to Halo. It's a classic Halo with a hint of future Halo. Ground pound gone. I'll say something with clamor. Spartan charge is gone. Clamor is a crutch. Clamor I don't think is a crutch because clamor is like. Okay. Clamor gets you slightly higher than crouch jump. Crouch jump has a height of, what are the game units about? Let me, I'll actually pull it up and we will see exactly what it is. I want to say world units for Halo design set. Okay. What is it? Walls. So I'm just gonna plop these down into your map, Ripshade, and I'm not gonna save it. a wall is designed to where you can't clamor it. It is how many units tall? I think like 16, yeah. Now, if I copy that and I set the height, oh sorry, the size is 21. Okay, sorry, or 22 really. If I set this to 16, then can I clamor? I believe so. No, it's just below, just above. Oh no, it is. Yeah. Clamor height is 16, but crouch height is not 16. That is not a crutch. If I can crouch jump this high, then it's a crutch. That is not how high I can clamor. I can crouch jump. No player can crouch jump that high, by the way. That's not a skill problem. Jeez, I just wanted to put it over here. Anyway, height, I believe, what is crouch jumping at? 12? Yeah, 12 units is crouch jump. Do you see how this is not a crutch? This is a slight boost. This is the ability to get up onto a structure that you normally cannot get up onto. That's not a crutch. This is, like, if I were to be here, I can't even, here, actually, let me show you. This height can't even, this is so far from that height that it's not like even a step, okay? This is legitimately, in fact, I can crouch behind this for like partial cover, almost complete cover, you know? So like there is no, this is not a crutch. This is a thing, this is a separate feature. Grenade jump, yes, that damaged your shields though. That's not, like, and it also is unreliable because, you know, you could have the terrain. Whenever they got into Halo Reach, they started making the terrain more complex. So grenades sometimes stuck to things they shouldn't have stuck to. And they also got to the point, and then Halo 4 and Halo 5 introduced even more ridiculously complex terrain because graphics got better. Their number of polygons got better. So the collision boxes got better or different. Honestly, worse. If the collision box makes your grenade get stuck, it's worse. But while the graphics got better, the collision box tried to keep up, but ended up getting a little bit too complicated. Instead of being better, they could have polished it a little better and removed those sticking points. So that's technically worse, in my opinion, because gameplay was harmed in the process. However, in the process of graphics getting better, they managed to make sticking points for grenades, which means grenade jumping became less reliable. If you go back to Halo 4 and you go back to Halo 5, I don't know about Halo 5 actually because I didn't play it, but if you go back to Halo 4 and you do grenade jumps, they were nowhere near as reliable as Halo Reach, and Halo Reach was nowhere near, it was like half as reliable as Halo 3 with grenade jumps. Just because everywhere you throw a grenade has a pocket somewhere where if you do it wrong, it'll get jammed in a wall or something. So I don't agree that it's not the same thing as a grenade jump, because a grenade jump hurts your shields. This is mechanically something different. It does not hurt your shields. Grenade jumping uses a grenade, which means there either needs to be more grenades on the map to make it to where grenade jumping is a thing that people can use as a strategy, or you have to have it to where you don't like it to where you have unlimited grenades or something. And then the whole people using grenades for grenade jump meant that they didn't have the grenade to go fight with, which is lame. But yeah, my god, this convo is dumb, Aaron says. Yeah, always Misty Ping. Let's see, I like the conversation, though, Ripshade said. I like having it. I mean, we need to hash it out to fully understand the differences. I just want to see Forge, lol. I know, right? So let's see. Clamor makes the game pretty fluid, but removes skill jumps that have a risk versus reward. Oh, I swear I hate big fingers. Oh, gotcha, from typos. I hope the next Halo is literally a carbon copy of Halo 2/3 with all the bells and whistles with some future stuff as equipment. I mean, I honestly, like... Okay, with Halo Infinite, sprint is like it's like 1.1 the speed of regular movement. It's irrelevant practically, except that you can power slide, which allows you to, like, okay, Halo is all about, going all the way back to Halo 1, is about breaking your opponent's line of sight with your face while you try and maintain line of sight with theirs. Whenever you're in the air, your aim assist, which is built into the game, will automatically drag your gun into their face if you are jumping and they are not. So you gain an advantage. Halo Infinite brings that whole verticality of movement to where it's not just a simple jump and then maybe crouching if you feel like it, but it also brings it into if you're coming around a corner, you can give yourself the ability to immediately sprint, jump, and bring yourself down then up, which breaks your opponent's line of sight with your head. It breaks your opponent's red reticle on your face by bringing you down and then throwing yourself back up into the air, which is a legitimate quality tactic that is just an evolution of the simple jumping mechanic of Halo Combat Evolved. If this is all you can do, then that's all you can do. Now, if you have the ability to get on a rock, that's what Halo was all about, was finding objects, things you can do to jump off of, to give yourself a height advantage, or or break your opponent's line of sight with your face while you maintain your line of sight with theirs. So yeah, I don't just like that movement hinders aim, I like guns up, always ready gameplay. Yeah, so I can understand that if you want like sprint, but Halo Infinite is different. Halo 4 and Halo 5 were like, you're sprinting, now you have a cooldown before your gun is ready. Halo Infinite, I can literally interrupt my sprint by pulling the trigger and it instantly goes. This is not Halo 5 anymore. I don't have a cooldown for my shooting. My gun is always up. I just interrupt my own sprint with shooting the gun. You don't need to stop sprinting and then start shooting like you did in Halo 4 and Halo 5. So, guns up, always ready is actually true in Halo Infinite. You just don't think it is because he's animating to move his hand down. But I can just do this at any moment and I've got it. And yeah, my reticle disappears and that's a little distracting, but I still have that pinpoint reticle, which means if I'm good at the game, I can put that tiny little prick, that little pinprick, right on my opponent. And if I'm not mistaken, and I might be, so let me go ahead and try this because I was on PC this whole time, so I didn't have red reticle. But let me see. Create storeways. Let's see, this Halo games. Gameplay, equipment, where is the... no, it's not equipment. Wait, is it equipment? Where's the fusion coils? Where are they? I'm gonna pop a fusion coil into your map. Player spawning, scripting, vehicles, teleporters, volumes, weapons, oh, sandbox, that's it. That's it. Okay, so I gotta get a red reticle object into the map so I can run at it and see if there's a red reticle. Pretty sure red reticle turns off whenever you're sprinting. So even if you have your pinpoint on the enemy, it won't matter. So that's what I'm trying to test. Okay, my red reticle shouldn't turn on whenever I get in range. I'm pretty sure it doesn't turn on. So you don't get red reticle, you don't get aim assist, but your gun is always up and always ready. I'm not getting any red reticle. Oh, there it goes. Okay, well I wasn't looking at a point where there was a red reticle, so let me try that one more time, just to verify, but yeah. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still not getting it, I don't think. I can still shoot it though. Oh, I'm not in the actual game mode, so I can't blow it up. Okay, the point is that, yeah, okay, so you do have red reticle, or you don't have red reticle while sprinting, but which means you won't have aim assist, which means if you're sprinting you have to be more skilled, but you do get to start pulling your trigger immediately, which is a big deal. What are you doing? What was I saying? Okay, I hope the next, okay, I just don't like that movement hinders aim. Halo Infinite gameplay, so it does hinder aim. So you are right, it does still hinder aim, Ripshade. Halo Infinite gameplay is the best Halo gameplay of all time. Artifice says. And I think it's honestly up there, yeah, if it's not the best. But this game, you lose aim assist when you jump and pop the enemy's shields, which is really dumb. I agree with you on all this, though. Infinite is the best Halo 343 has made by far, but the UI and the servers and the lack of launch content is what made it fail. It hasn't really even failed yet. It has to, for me, if you can't get into a game, the game is dead. If it's not dead, then it's not failed. If it's not failed, that means it has a chance of coming back, assuming it's a live service game or receiving any kind of updates. For example, Legend of Zelda game comes out, if it doesn't have a player base right out of the gate, it's failed. That's it, because it's not going to get a lot of DLC, if any. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdoms are the first two that are getting they're getting DLC. That could be a failed game. Halo Infinite is getting active updates. It's not dead. It's not dead as in it is a live service, and it's not dead as in it has a player base, a strong enough player base for players to play the game normally as intended. So right now it's all active, it's all live. There's nothing wrong with this game. But it's got a small player base because of all those people, there's 2 million people that should have retained a lot more of it, like 50, or I mean like what do you call it, like 50%, like 500,000 to a million at least, or it should have been retained, and that's because of the bad content, like you're saying, Artifice, and you're absolutely right there. But yeah. This is an older version. This isn't the Myers version. Oh, whoops. I forgot to add you as a collab, and I'll do that now. Right, I forgot you switched over to Myers. That's why it looks the same. I was about to ask you about that, but then we got into this discussion. Sorry, Aaron, too. I can't get into the game 90% of the time. Yeah, exactly. With weird bugs like that, it's really annoying. Wait, you can't get into the game itself, or you can't get into a match? Because, does he give me 2 seconds? Because I don't have that, unless I put my servers on NA, which is 250 mils. Oh, okay, so it's not a dead game in North America. Sorry about that. Apparently there's a problem with player base outside of it. Is that about player base over there, or is it about the servers being not as good over where you live? Like, is it a matter of like, oh, a technical limitation they could upgrade to, or is that a matter of like of actual player base? Because if it's a player base small over there, yeah, I guess that's dead. So worldwide, you're right. Maybe I'm not as yeah. Player base isn't big enough to play normally outside of NA and EU. Okay. Well, it sounds like some word of mouth needs to spread over there to get people into it some more. Some people where you are need to start streaming and attracting people from their community into the game, because this game is definitely worth it. Okay, let's see. So you're about to add me into the map. So I think that as far as mechanics go, it is the closest thing to Halo. Is this it? Yes, this is it. He put a smiley face in the name. Nice. The player base isn't big enough to play normally outside. Yeah, exactly. A match. Yes. Okay. So there was a bit of delay there, but I did actually get to. I figured out what you meant. Yeah. But okay. So yeah. If it's yeah. Okay. So apparently there's a problem with it outside of North America and Europe. I guess it's because our player base in these places were big enough big enough for the Halo fan community in the first place, that we were able to hemorrhage that many people and still retain enough to keep the servers going good. I'm glad that updated, because on my end it says it didn't publish.